Hello everyone. I'd like to partner with someone out there who's an absolute whiz in 3D printing so that we can work together to achieve a project. There's no money in it, but it's going to be a lot of satisfaction. The issue is in building parts for boats and submarines, one of the things that I find that we need is a reversing pump, a pump that can pump either way. I've built two of them to pump the ballast in and out of my U-boat and the Nautilus, and you've seen stuff on that, or you can look it up. And I've said to people, this is how I do it, but I know it's pretty hard for people to do. 3D printing can really make a difference with that. My latest boat, which is the Los Angeles, has a variation in the bow, which is bow thruster. And that has a brushless motor in it. The other two have brushed motors. And I keep thinking, these are great. They work really well. I think a lot of people would like access to something like that. Issue is, you can go on the web and try and find two-way pumps. And I think there's only one. And it's expensive. And it only does one thing. I want something that's really quite adaptable. So I'm thinking that what we need is 7 parts. And with those 7 parts, we can build a two-way pump which has a brushed motor, and it will sit inside the hull, but also can sit outside the hull in the water, so do 2 different types, and a brushless pump with exactly the same components. It can actually be set outside in the drink, or it can be inside in your boat. And I figured that they're not too hard to make once you know what you want. So let me draw it on I've got to clean that. As you can see, I use it all the time. And I'll try and show you what I mean. These are seals for the revamp of the U-boat. Having fun with that. Alright, that was pretty quick. This is just the brushed pump, not the brushless, but it gives you an idea of what we want. The first part are these 2 parts here. That's the front view, that's the side view, which has a hole running down the middle, which is a nice fit for the pump that we're going to get. It has a little O-ring sitting into the top. It has room for screws that will go down and screw into the front of the motor, and pretty simple stuff. The part that's critical about this is getting all of these sizes right. People can't do that. I'm going to suggest that the 3D component of this has these right in place, but they're actually smaller than we need, and we can drill them out. The next part that we need, so that's part number 1. The next part that we need is an impeller. Very simple to design. Once again, the drill through will match the motor. Then we've got part number 3, which is the cap that's going to fit on top of the impeller. We also need in here 2 holes which we're going to use to slot into here and to glue into here the in and the out from the impeller. I think we should make that flexible because these will need to be different sizes according to different people's needs. So 1, 2 and 3 are the parts that we need. What I also want to make sure of is that in this last section there might be a slightly different size in here, because I want this to tightly fit a piece of PVC that you can buy at the hardware store, so that you can build onto the end of that and then put a cap in the end of it with a couple of O-rings just to push in and seal it. So you've got the waterproof version, you've got the ordinary version. Now I've got the same ideas about the brushless motor, which of course then will have, you know, full operation and from low torque to high torque. But that gives you an idea of what I want, and what I would like to do is draw this up, put all of the details in that I hope that you need, email it to you and let you play with it. When we get it back, or you get it back, or however we work this, we'll just go down and get some printed, just like anyone else would do, and see how the whole thing works. Then I'll make some videos about how to build your own pump. How does that sound? Of course, acknowledging your extraordinary skill in helping us to do all that, because I can't do that. I've got the software and I thought, I haven't got time for this. Other people have already done it. So that's you. Thanks.